What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today was something a lot of you guys really wanted to see, and that is the progress that I made in the time that I didn't post any videos. There is going to be a little bit of a series, because I recorded some videos actually in the meantime, so we have some big event clears and stuff coming up. It will be called the History Series, I think, or something like that, I'm not sure. And this is going to happen as well. I just have to make some thumbnails, and when we are going to get occasionally 1 or 2 videos of that. But today we are going to do a little bit of a highlight of the stuff that is on my account, the progress that I made, the stats that I have. If you care about my treasure train, all of the S tiers, we are going to show that today, and I'm gonna make sure that I keep you guys updated on that. Another thing that's coming up, I want to announce that we have the new mechanics, the Live Star, that is now available. We are going to make a guide on that pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. But that's definitely going to happen. And with that, we are already at the first point. Lord of Fear Aspen, Divine Power 14 since yesterday. We got the temple upgrade there. Temple level 14 is achieved in the transition temple, which is the second to last level actually, at least to the current date. And well, the next level, if you care for the requirements of that, 5 core heroes, 4 polystar, 3 nirvana. Doesn't really seem like a lot. The thing is though, those are 2 more heroes than for the last stage, so that actually makes it a bit insane in terms of stats, or in terms of destiny materials that we need. Beyond that, we don't take all of the destiny materials anymore, so this is now slowly phasing out. We have 1 more divine power to get from this. We are now on 14, which is +8. On 16 we will get +9. It will take quite some time till we hit that. I assume maybe half the year even. Maybe something like that. Because it will be very slow, given that we didn't get a lot more sources of destiny materials, but we now will prioritize the lifestyle materials. That being said, we got destiny rank 6 on this guy. Obviously is quite insane. All of this stuff here is happening. We got a new Endless Cane on that. Endless Cane, kind of a very insane artifact, the upgraded in the deific version. I only went for Glittery because you really don't need the heal that you get later on. So even you really only want the all damage dealt and the new stats. That is something we had on Glittery, so you don't need much more than that. Beyond that, I upgraded to a better copy. You may have seen the SS tier that I had in between, which I got rolled. I sold that now. And it's actually on another YouTuber's account. It's on Cooked's account. He has my old 2S LFA, and is quite the insane copy. This one, however, is an SSS tier, so even more insane. We got max attack on that. We got max speed on that. We don't have max HP. I was considering throwing like a sacrifice in there, soul perfecting it to the maximum. The problem is, soul perfecting an SSS tier requires you to basically also use an SSS tier, which means you are in for 110,000 starry gems to max this guy, which will only give him a bit more HP and a bit more soul power capacity, which we don't really need. So yeah, that's why I didn't do it yet, but we got a ton of attack there. The roll, I'm not happy with that. It's the Fire Giant Killer Hunter's focus, so it's okay, but I'm not really entirely happy with that. I want to remove the Holy Armor, and basically I have 1 or 2 rolls that I'm interested in. Maybe Silence Immunity would be cool. Maybe even going for the double Silence and Fear Immunity. I have a build in mind with that. But we'll have to see right now. That is like a grave for all of my Soul Hammers. They are all going towards this, and the roll's not going to change. So yeah, bit of a problem. 132 mil attack. We are not going for flex attack. We are on holy damage, skill damage at the moment. We can do flex attack for a second if you guys want to see that. Flex attack is 142 million with 14.5 billion attack. This is still with a bit of a bug, I think, because we have the Live Star update on that guy. And I did go for the cat, and I did go for Destiny Trail, which means I selected the chest that gives me the Destiny Trail, and that should give me 2.7 million fixed attack. Those are not displayed there, so I don't have those yet. I don't know if they're going to fix that. Right now it's the weekend, so we don't know yet. but that should be added on top of that, bringing us closer to the 150 million. That will be quite insane to see. So this is like the first really major copy that I got. Beyond that, we upgraded a lot towards Star Expedition, really. We got some insane tenants going, and in terms of tenants, PDE is probably the most insane that we have with 97 million, not optimized towards attack, really, with a flag on there. Well, optimized towards attack, we should say, because it's a tenant. 97 million attack on there. And we have the most beautiful copy, really. We have a full SSS tier copy, 9,784 attack, 99 speed, anti-roll, skill damage, silence, immunity, defier, hunter's focus, and that goes down like butter. That is just beautiful. Beautiful, really. I love this copy. And definitely one of the copies that I think is probably most insane on my account. Just with the high speed on PDE, activating the dodge is also insane for PvP, and we have insane attack on there. So definitely love this one. Another copy that I really love is also tenant for LFA, is my SQH. My SQH with the 87 million attack. We have got 8 billion HP on there, and the roll on here is skill damage, silent immunity, giant killer, defier. Nice, really beautiful. Bought it like that. Didn't roll it, but it's really a nice roll. We could put more soul power on there, but that would be a bit counterproductive at the moment. 9,420 attack. Really, really nice. I really like that one. Beyond that, we have a very nice DGN as well. That was on my account for a longer time. It's crit fear immunity, giant killer, defier. Very nice roll. Good copy. Very solid S tier. Rather close to SS tier as well. 3 more soul perfections. We'll never upgrade it to SS tier, but it's a nice copy. Don't really need to say too much about that. That is one of my newest copies now. Interstellar Huntress Patricia. Most overpowered PvP character in the game right now. Probably more overpowered than DTV ever was. It is an absolute monster. It is absolutely insane. It is usually a Divine Rank 6 or Destiny 6 hero, and I have that usually on Destiny 6. Right now, didn't do that because I had to do the upgrade to Temple 14 and had to take it off of her for that. And this is probably one of my more expensive copies because you really don't get SS tier Interstellar Huntress Patricia at the moment. It's a bit impossible. We have 9,621 attack on there, which isn't perfect. Actually, you want speed. We have kind of low roll speed. So yeah, that is a bit annoying, but it's still very decent speed. 80 is very close to S tier. We could upgrade it if we wanted to, but don't really want to right now. Unless there's like a really cheap SS tier in the market, then I might actually do it just because I don't like A+ on my high value copies. With Giant Killer, Twine Immunity, Control Immunity, Offset, Reduce, Dodge, Receive is a horrible roll, really. We have it for the Twine Immunity. Other than that, the other stats are not really that important. Giant Killer, I want to do some PvE testing. We didn't do that yet, but this is like an absolute monster, and we have to do some content about her. Because the thing is, there was no content about her. Nobody really did something. We have to do that now. It's a bit late. She should have had a ton of hype. DH current politics with like not getting the core during the release of a hero makes it impossible. If you are watching this video right when I release it, then you probably haven't heard anything about the new hero yet, at least not in terms of endgame stuff. And that was the problem with Stellar Huntress Patricia as well. She should have been hyped. She should have been like DTV level hype, and she never got that. So that is probably the most insane PvP hero right now. Not the copy itself, but really the hero. The copy is insane as well. We'll make it more insane maybe in the future, but it's still one of the major assets for PvP on my account. We got an Isla Mug. Don't want to go into depth on this guy. Decent copy. Nothing too fancy. Holy Armor, 20 minutes is kind of a nice combo for a more supportish hero. And then we got this guy, actually quite recently. Chaos Spawn Spirit Gagi. We will make some content on him. Skill damage, control immunity, crit damage, twine immunity. Again, mostly for twine immunity. He doesn't need it too much, but I just wanted to make my overall team a bit more twine immune. I thought we could do that well by putting it on him. Is he good? No, not really. I have to say it's a bit sad. The Transcendence version is in desperate need of a buff. There are several things that I would love to see buffed on this guy. But till we actually make a video about him, there's no need to discuss that right now. I made a team. He did quite well in the team. The main thing that he can do is like remove unbending will players. That is something he does quite well, but everything in his kit, like the bombs and that stuff, doesn't do too much, and that's quite sad. And I hope DH gives it a little bit of love maybe in the future. I will definitely suggest that to them, send them the video once I make it. But yeah, that is also one of the videos coming up. If you want to see anything specific with Gegi, let me know down in the comments, and yeah, we're going to do that. You all know the TBB, we did that before. We might not know this one. This is my Mystic Fairy Freya, quite the rare hero, you wouldn't think so, because she was very, very much so meta, got nerfed quite recently, well, fixed, we should say. She used to basically give you a ton of attack. The way this works was basically, wait, where is it? That she increased her self-attack by 12% till the battle ends, and she grants 33% of its effect to all allies, which should mean that you give everybody 4%. But in their code, it didn't say 0.04, which is 4%. It said 0.4. So she gave 40% to all allies, 40% attack to all allies every single round. So that is why we had such a major nuke to our damage once they actually fixed that. Because, yeah, that cut the buff of her by like 90%. So that was quite insane. But the copy itself, very, very solid. Over 9,000 attack with a silence immunity on there. We have 89 attack. Really love that. We have 93 million attack on her. We could scale that a lot more because, well, that is not the max of soul power that she can take. So we are definitely looking at a nice copy here. And I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely one of the copies that I like the most on my account. As Fairy Converse, I don't have to talk about that. DTV the same. We have this Star Swordsman Mockman, very, very nice copy, actually one of the best out there. I used him, I tried to make a PvP team, but it was a bit difficult. He has like some weaknesses that keep him from really being meta. And one of the things that would be really nice, like his Destiny skill is one that triggers every time he's hit on Destiny rank 6. And I would love for that to also work when he's CC'd, but it doesn't. His entire Destiny skill stops once he's CC'd, and that was like in the middle of the TBB meta, which we now a little bit have back, but in another way. TBB is now a bit of a burst hero. Yeah, so that was in the middle of that, and yeah, made it quite difficult to get any use out of him. But maybe in the future I will bring him back because his damage is quite good. I like him. And might be very interesting because on the second weakness that he has were attribute reductions, really, hindering him from dealing damage. And we can effectively remove that with Alikita, so that might be interesting. We have SDE, never really used her, just for fun. Saw it in the auction house, bought it, and never made any use of it, but it's fun copy. I want to get an SSFX, don't have it right now. There were none in the auction house, it's the same for LDA. I want to buy them cheap, below 40k, but they aren't in the auction house, so I don't buy them and I don't overpay for any of those copies. It's like more of a Pokemon thing where I want to get like every copy at S tier, and yeah, that's not really going to happen. I had the BQA, SBQA, bought it for 50k, sold it for 90k, was quite a nice deal. Thought I could get a better copy because I thought people would summon for it, and there were really none, and then the prices got even higher, and I think now the same copy that I sold for 90k is now in the auction house for 130k, which is a bit insane if you think about it. I bought it for 50k in the past, so yeah. Then we have this wonderful copy, like it very, very much. One of the best Star Alchemist Holmes Youngs out there, with 93 speed, over 9,000 attack, 20 immunity on there. Maybe we'll bring him back to PvP because he is such a nice PvP hero. Only thing is, in the past he used to be a bit more insane towards heroes like DTV. You could essentially block all of the damage off with them. You can still do that, but the thing is you now have like Perceptual Disorder, and that only blocks active skills and basic attacks. And now a lot of heroes, like for example, our Interstellar Hunters Patricia, they deal damage with their DT, and that is not blocked by Perceptual Disorder, so that still triggers, yeah. Want to get Alikita S tier once we have any chance to do so. I got Luna S tier, tried to a little bit, didn't do too much testing towards her, but we could now. And maybe once Gagi gets removed from the team, which he eventually will, some people recommended, yeah, try Luna, she will be great. And maybe we'll do that, should be quite cool. Doesn't have a skin yet, which is quite funny. Alikita actually got a skin before her, which is a bit stupid, but she needs a skin. Doesn't have one yet, so wonder when DH is going to release that. Quite a cool hero. We'll have to test her. I love this one, Cat, Lord of Sparkles, your tomb. Very fun hero. actually found its way once we actually put DT on him when he was released. Many people didn't have spare DT, and then I said, oh, it doesn't do too much damage. If you put Destiny, if you put a ton of Divine Power on him, like 14 Divine Power or something, and you put him in PvP, he will absolutely one-shot heroes. Can be quite fun, I tell you that. MFG, we still have this copy, ugly copy, but a fun hero, and I want to make use of it. Didn't really get to it. It's like one of those things that gets a bit blocked by soul symbols, so yeah. Bit annoying. So that was it in terms of like Transcendence heroes. If we go for other heroes, of course, we have some more stuff. I actually have some copies that are not Transcendence heroes. We got like an Ignis there. A bit for the first boss, I thought it would be fun. For the first boss in Star Expedition, I have like an S Ignis. It's funny. We have an S Heart Watcher as well. Fear immunity on there. Would have to reroll that for silence immunity, actually. The thing is... yeah, it costs a ton of hammers, and I needed the hammers elsewhere, so I didn't really make use of that ST yet. But eventually she will be fun for the first boss in Star Expedition. Not for the second boss, of course, then she is immediately dead, but would be fun. And then we have Valentino. Some people thought I retired that one. I didn't. I actually kept it. I kept this copy. Armor, Crit Precision, Holy Armor, didn't really reroll it. I wanted to make a video, but I'm a fan of Valentino. I like this dude. His ability is quite cool. It's like built-in Jara core on him, and if you look back and you watch back like 2 years or something, or a year, I think, I made a video, Starwing Jara team with Valentino, and I think fighting Daiko, and we made a full CC team, and essentially kept him from breaking out, and then I absolutely destroyed him, which was quite fun, doing that with Valentino on the team, seeing Valentino coming back for that. No, I'm pretty sure he has no chance now in the meta. The thing is, he has no divine power, so yeah, can't do anything really. And then we have Ithaka, you guys saw him, I saw her, sadly, now with dodge removal on every single boss, yeah, not too much damage that we can deal with her, but I'm an advocate for removing dot Purify from all of the bosses, and hopefully that will happen. Then we don't have too many A tiers actually anymore. A lot of those A tiers that I have here, like this one or the Freya one, those are my old main copies. I didn't sell those, like 7,600 A plus attack Freya that I just keep as a base tenant. Same for this one. So those are like some serious copies. Some of those A tiers are like some serious copies. And some are like just for fun. For example, I gave this to Silago for fun because it randomly got Giant Kill Defy Holy damage, which I thought is funny. We have like a Russell here, which with 7,000 attack that I just bought for fun. 4 Cs. The G-Star is, I think, my old G-Star, yes, but the crit damage Giant Killer Defier, I think we summoned that ourselves, I'm not sure. Flora was Tenant, and then we have Morex. Morex was just cool. I thought it was nice. Bought him for like 5k or something. And then used him, I think, to destroy the Abyss Guild Settlement. Yeah, that was it. Ilamak is my old Ilamak as well. And then we have Betty, and Betty actually was summoned by me. That is an A-. I summoned myself, random A-. We did some big event, I don't remember which one. And in this big event, I just did a free summon, or no, we did like 30 summons or something it was. And then we hit a random A- Betty. And I thought it was worth nothing, kept it just as a tenant, and then I sometime around found out that they were both like 12k or something. And that is all, like, in terms of copies, there is not much happening there. I want to get an Alikita S+, I said that before. I want to complete my Pokédex in terms of the Transcendence heroes. But we are looking at quite the copy value here, so that is quite insane. In terms of other stats that we have, other stats, Treasure Train, we can take a look at. My treasure bonus currently at 24.3 million attack, 2.4 billion fixed HP. We got nearly everything done here. The only treasure that I really still need is this one. We need 2 more and a few shards, which I couldn't get during the up series. If you saw the video, we did 1,500 pulls, and yeah, sadly this one didn't max out. Eventually we will do so. We recently got the last emblem for the 2024 festival series, so now the emblems are full anyway. Doesn't really matter anymore, but this is the last orange treasure that I can acquire through like randomly throwing in normal tickets for. So for now the next strategy is saving up all of the normal tickets. I can throw those in whenever I want, really, the crystals, but the normal tickets I have to save for new series releases, and that's going to be the goal. Beyond that, like, my points are pretty interesting. I'm place 14 with pretty much mixed series all around. And the difference between place 14 me and like place one toad is all in festival treasures. It's pretty funny. Because the difference I have in like arcane treasures that we got from all of the game modes, that isn't a big one. Isn't a big one at all. It's all festival treasures. That's like 33k more in festival treasures. And I don't really go for that. I don't really go for too many festival treasures. I just max the event and then it's alright. I don't go beyond that to get more. But you can see it's like sometimes it ends with me having like a +1 with a 4-star or 2-star or something and not really maxing those out. And if you have max those out, you can have a lot more than 18k points in here. And the same for the 2024 festival treasures. So that's that in terms of stats there. I went for Ethereal Realm. I don't know if it's worth showing that. We can do the upgrade there. Well, it's just not something I want to do right now. But maybe we do that because it's kind of cool. Let's do the upgrade because we can now build the marketplace. And some people wanted to see that. So yeah, that's the marketplace. Oh no, we have a tutorial. Yeah, here you can publish your needs. I can publish my needs. Yeah, and here we can upgrade the market. Okay. So, yeah, that is the market. Have to check that out later. But there was saving towards that update. So I play Ethereal Realm. I think it will be important. There will be some loot in it, so we go for it. Celestial Island, some people wanted to see that. I'm working towards getting all of these slots. Will still take a little bit. We got that one done. We got that one not done. It's 195, and here we have 127. So once we have that, I have all of the slots. I have bought all of the ones that you can buy with gems. My galleries aren't really that impressive, I'll be honest with you guys, especially Avatar Gallery. I'm like 39, so it's not that insane. Equipment Gallery 28, I didn't really care about that. There are some people that build like equipment every single time as possible. I don't do that. I build equipment when I need it. And then we have Artifact Gallery 7, we are like 29 as well. It's the same really there. I could be way further. I have like 25k Glorious Relics saved up. And Skin Gallery is the same. I was pretty high up there for some time, but then didn't go for it anymore. The buffs from that are no longer really relevant. The amount of residences that I have is also not really insane. You can see I don't even use that one down below, even though it's maxed. I often don't use all of my residences. I don't really need that many. That's why I don't really focus on materials for this anymore. We have this one, this is maxed, and then we have another one here that I'm currently working on. We have some materials, but I never use it. I don't see myself using like eight residences, so it's really of no concern to me at the moment. Next thing that we might take a look at, do we have anything that we need to take a look at? Yeah, we have like Gate of the Void, Obelisk of Heroes. We can take a small look in there. I'm really rather unimpressive in here, 24. On Transcendence, I'm 16. Light, I'm not even listed. Dark is 21, not even listed on Forest, 64 on that, 24, and then not even listed here. The thing is, those are often meme accounts, so it's really, yeah, not that insane. One look, though, in my bag that is fairly cool. I have a lot of stuff, like, just in general. Just in general, on this account, we have a lot of stuff. We still have enough to do another Transcendence hero, even though we just built one. We have 16 million Stellar here at the moment, which is probably the reason for that is that I regressed some T5 heroes. And it's also why we have a ton of sublimation materials. We have like 400k of every single one and 3.2 million spiritual essence. So I can upgrade some heroes. Didn't really do that because like soul symbols are so expensive. Yeah. A lot of my resources are just stacking up. We got a ton of contract starry, we got a ton of starry, we got like some soul symbols, even though those don't stack up, those yeah, reduce quite a lot. We recently did the challenge with the 2000 heroic summons, already back to nearly 6k now, even though we still have all of the codes coming up, which will bring me back over 6k, so we will have more soul symbols than before we did the challenge. Quite fun. Some of the X stones there, which come from the heroes that I regress, so we're going to have to upgrade that. That is for Alikita, actually. And then, yeah, some more stuff just in general, another slot there. You can see I don't really focus anymore on the resonance materials. We have over 4 million there on this one. And because just I don't really care. We don't have no problem building heroes. I have to be careful with my dust, but building heroes is no problem anymore because I don't really do it too much. We could have a bunch more base heroes, but I just don't really care about building my 100 or 150th heroes. Just no concern. Ton of chests in here as well. Some of them actually quite major chests. I mean, we have stuff like this, which I save up because we definitely need the That is the Alikita core. It's not Cosmic Enforcer Luna. So those are, we can, by the way, we can use them because we definitely need this core from that. Then we have some with like shards. Those are the newest ones with shards. Then we have some older ones with like 5 shards or something. I can't really use those because I have every single one of those cores. We even have a 50 box. I don't really need them because I have all of those cores and I don't intend to make second ones. And we have a lot of those single boxes that just basically block our back. A lot of hero boxes that I might use for some awakening session one day. We even have some skin boxes because again for those I don't really care. Some of those are 12 stacks, so it's a bit insane. We have enough artifact boxes, even though I saw days where I had a lot more of those, but okay, there are another 21 there. I wanted to make a big video pretty soon where we do like Starspawn cores, like maybe 500 or something, because we have all of those chests here. We have monthly chests as well. Maybe we do like 500 rerolls on the Starspawns, try to get some nice 8 years or something on there. But yeah, there is a ton here. Some people are also asking about those items. I often save them up and I also often forget the last day of pickaxe event. So yeah, that happens. Save them up for quite a long time. We actually, the bottom item that I have here is like the Koi. I remember the Rise of Koi event was the one where we got, I think, Amra and Penny. Was one of the first events that I did. A pretty cool anniversary event, actually. That was, I think, an anniversary event, and I think I still have the avatar for that. Let me check. Do we have that? Yeah, I also have some art. There it is. That's the avatar, actually, from that specific event. Kind of cool. Is it like in the avatar gallery? No, wait. Still want to go to Celestial Island at that point. I don't know why they moved that over there. No, not artifact avatar gallery. And can we click on those? Yeah, we can click on those. Nice. That's the Wraec avatar, the limited memorial avatar. We didn't get one of those boxes to get the old avatars for quite some time. Yeah, I don't have the 2019 limited one. I don't have that. But we have this one. This is the 3rd anniversary avatar. So that is like the item that was associated with the 3rd anniversary that we got back then. And you can see at that time, back then also your boy was no whale because I don't have the Black Friday limited avatar for 2019. But ever since, yeah, there are a lot of those. I still have to get top 3 on Starland, but that is like a whole nother topic. So, yeah. I hope I didn't forget to show something. But we will make another video. If you guys want to see anything more, if there is anything that you're concerned with, maybe we can show Void Campaign progress. I'm maxed there. Didn't really care for it. I just maxed it when I noticed that I couldn't progress in Void Horde anymore. So then I went through it in like 2 days. Fire's Wrath also cleared it. Congratulations to Fire's Wrath. Now to 13 people that cleared it. We don't really have a problem clearing it. It's like still pretty easy. If I want to go for it, there were like 1 or 2 stages where I was a bit stuck, but yeah, worked out pretty well. I didn't do Sealand for quite some time, even though we can clear it quite easily, but I don't really care about those game modes, I will be honest with you guys. I care about PvP at the moment, I care about Star Expedition at the moment, and I think they desperately need to add some more layers to Star Expedition. The MFF fix got them some time, but now this is over again and I don't want to clear the last boss of Star Expedition 27 times a season. I want to have a new challenge, I want to have a new boss, and I want to think about it again. That would be rather nice. So let me know down in the comments below if I want to should show you guys anything more, if there's anything more you care about. Other than that, I wish you a great day, and we will see us in the next one.